It's nothing special that every college will have something that students complain about. Professors, courses, events, and many more minor details that, although don't change much, can plague the experience in the short term. This is the exact case with Wayne State, and up to now, we've heard many such complaints. The crackhead lady at Towers Cafe, expensive parking passes, campus daily screeners, the line at the Student Center Starbucks, the fire and parking structure too, and the list goes on. But with many of these complaints popping up, and likely many more to come over time, it changes little to nothing if they fall on deaf ears. If only there were someone who knows how we feel, who understands what it feels like to experience these issues, and can find a way to express them humorously. Well, there just so happens to be a man who fits this description. This man is Shamar Sims, aka G-Sleaze. G-Sleaze has been able to build an overwhelming reputation for himself in just a few months. After the success of his joke rap single, Wayne State, he's accredited a mass following and continues to embellish his personality for all to see. But with all of this coming in just a short amount of time, one has to wonder how he did it. How was G-Sleaze able to pull off this success and become a local celebrity on campus? And we are good to go. So, Shamar G-Sleaze Sims, thank you so much for joining this interview. It really means a lot that you could take time out of your schedule to join us today.
I appreciate you.
I sat down with the man himself to discuss just this very question. And afterwards, I felt that it was a really insightful conversation, and Shamar was a really chill dude to talk with, so this is not something you want to skip out on. But without further ado, here is my interview with the man of the hour, G-Sleaze. It is undeniable that you're one of the most popular people on campus with the diss tracks you've put out and how you've maintained the persona up to now. But start this interview off, just kind of introduce yourself outside the stage name and share any details that you wish for people to know.
Yeah, so my name is Gavin. My first name is Gavin, but I preferably in Detroit only go by Shamar. That's my middle name. And so I'm a chemical engineering student here at Wayne State. I do music just for fun. I don't take it too serious, first bar quote. I'm not doing too bad here. I'm originally from Saginaw, Michigan. A lot of people don't know where that's at, but and it's about 2 hours away. If you do your little thumb thing, it's like up in here, somewhere up in the corner. We down here somewhere. It's kind of rough out there. A lot of people think Saginaw it's not soft. I promise you. Like I'm telling you, Saginaw is a crazy thing. There's a statistic about Saginaw. Of all the cities in the entire United States, Saginaw is your third most likely to be a victim of violent crime in Saginaw.
Shit, really?
Yeah.
I never heard
of the population density and the size, so.
Damn, that's actually crazy.
Yeah.
Since you're saying you're from Saginaw, because you mentioned that in the interview that you recently put out on your YouTube channel, and I'm assuming that you also attended SVSU for a time, but what I noted was that out of all the universities, you really didn't want to come to Wayne State. This is the last school that you would have chosen to attend. But as it stands, you're here now, and you've made a huge impact in that short amount of time. But this kind of leaves me wondering, why did you choose to come to Wayne State knowing full well that you would have likely dreaded attending?
Okay, so let me tell you what happened. I came from Delta College as a community college. I went there 2 years associates, and so originally the plan was to put myself through hell and go up to Michigan Tech. And if you don't know anything about Michigan Tech, it's up in UP, and you think it's cold down here. It's cold.
Yeah, I know. I have friends from my high school that go there now. They go skiing all the time.
Yeah. They be pulling up to classes on snowmobiles, and I'm just not ready for that. I'm one of the tropical people. I don't know if you ever seen Men's Society. We're tropical people. We're not used to this cold weather, my brother. But originally the plan was to go to Michigan Tech. And then I was making some calls. I was like, yeah, I got 2 years done. I should only have 2 years left. I'm 22, so I took 2 years off of college. And I was going to come back. And so I made some calls to, other advisors at other schools, and they were like, yo, yeah, you got 4 years left. I'm like, what? What you mean I got 4 years left? So I've heard that first from Michigan Tech, so it just made me have distrust. So I'm like, I'm going to talk to every advisor. I didn't even know I didn't even know Wayne State had a chemical engineering program because there's a lot of colleges that don't. And so I was like, yeah, well, I can't go to SVSU because they don't have a chemical engineering program. And I'm trying to be in Saginaw. I made another call to Western Michigan, and the advisors was pretty cool out there, but I did some research, and it was like, yeah, chemical engineers that go to Western make way lower than all other chemical engineers in the entire state. And so I was like, yeah, no, I'm not graduating from debt to go into more debt. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get out that immediately. So I do some research, Wayne, I just, coming from Saginaw, being in the city like Saginaw, you don't want to go somewhere else like Saginaw. And, Detroit just sound like a big Saginaw to me. Just, for being an outsider looking in, I ain't never spent too much time here. And, hearing about what everything was going on for the past few years, with the riots and all the other stuff, you just like, man, it just seems like distrust. You can't really trust it. But after hearing the information, I talked to some advisors here. Advisor Tracy Castle, great, chemical engineering advisor, really wants to ensure my success here, and I really appreciate it because that GPA is boosted up already to a 2.45 just based off that. This last semester that I had, so that's pretty good. They really supported me, not only my advisor for my school for college of engineering, but like the transfer advisor, the office I work at now. Like, they wanted to make sure I had enough money, and that was I'm coming from Saginaw. Like I said, Detroit, they want all the money in the world. People actually have money here. Saginaw, we don't got that.
Bro, everything is so expensive here. That's how greedy they are.
Exactly. And let me tell you, I love Insomnia, right? So Insomnia for a triple deluxe cookie in Mount Pleasant costs $3.15. Here it costs like $4.75 for that same cookie. And it's just like, bro, it's $1 more. It's a cookie. Chill out, bro. I'm like, they just got there. They prices do went up that much since I've been here already. But actually, since I've been here, this being the last place on my list, I really love it. I really wouldn't be nowhere else because I love the diversity here at Wayne State. I love all the different types of people I met, and it's so easy for me personally. I don't know what anybody else's experience is, just to walk up to people and just have a conversation. And people here, they have the connections. They trying to see people win here, and I can see that in some of my favorite artists from down here too. That I love the music in Detroit. It's one of my favorite genres.
Yeah.
Right now. My favorite rapper from Detroit, Peace.
All right, yeah, you did mention that in your interview that you really liked his style of making music. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that and his personality, how he just love to see people win. That's all I'm about. I love to see other people win, not just me. Like, put somebody on. Like, when you see me, like, some people just hate to like put people on or like, give people a shout out, this and that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I want to see everybody win. If I see you going crazy, I'm gonna support it. Like, if I like your music, I'm not too good for anything. Like I said, I came from nothing, bro. Like, I'm gonna turn you up. My city, we full of haters in Saginaw. They will not turn you up for nothing. Like, even if they see you going up, they gonna put their foot on your neck. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
It's terrible. Now down here, they're a little different. Everybody want to get somebody, you know what I'm saying? Everybody want to put each other on. I've been seeing that lately. You see that in the rap culture. You see that in the student culture. Like, we be working down here together as students for real.
Yeah.
Like, we got the WhatsApp group chats, all that, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how they do it at other colleges, but here we really work together. I like that,
Yeah. Kind of going off of that, like, your influences from Detroit rap. In the same interview, you talked about how Wayne State came about. You had a song that you went back to and figured, I underdid the beat, I could do much better with it now that I know more about audio engineering. Mm-hmm. And then the actual theme of Wayne State didn't come out until you were trying to find lyrics. Because with the artist that you mentioned, his style of coming up with lyrics is to record them in separate chunks. But how was it that in the wake of creating a new song, you got the idea? Like, what was the jolt inside of your head that was like, oh, I can make this completely about Wayne State?
So, I don't know if I said this in the last interview, but the lyric I kept saying was, boy, your mama look like your daddy with her mustache.
Boy, your mama look like your daddy with her mustache.
I actually saw somebody's mama that looked like their dad. So when I thought about because that was the first lyric that I wrote to that song, I was like, dang, where I see that at? I saw that at Wayne State. No, I'm not snitching. It said who mom had a mustache. I said who mom had a mustache and who looked like they dad because they look just alike. I'm over here like, dang, okay, uncles. And I was like, shit, I seen that at Wayne State, so this is gonna be the Wayne State song. I'm gonna see what else did I see at Wayne State? 'Cause I ain't talked to, like, I think I talked in an interview about this, but a long time ago, I was in this group called GHB, Groupie House Brothers.
Yeah, you did mention that.
And we was, what we used to just always do was just get together and rap about our day. And so I was like, I could just rap about what I seen in Wayne State. And like, it's that easy. And like, the music comes so much easier when it's something that actually happened.
Yeah.
And like I said, 90% of that song is true. Like,
so the whole song is just all of your experience at Wayne State in like 3 minutes?
Bingo. In 3 minutes, you know how long it took me to make that song?
20 minutes.
10.
10?
10 minutes.
Damn, you said in your interview 20.
I know it did, bro. It took me about 10, bro. Like 10 to 20, but 10, I'm pretty sure. Cause like I real deal, when I said that, it took me longer to load the beat and everything. But like I was like, bro, as soon as that first lyric came to my mind, it was like, oh, we done. like I already know. Like I was like, okay, all right, here we finna go. Your boy won't look like your daddy very much. That smell like a two gets a deodorant for a mustache. You know what I'm saying? I just keep going. Like I seen so much shit here like already. And you know, the part 2 took way longer though. Part 2 took way longer.
Well, regardless of how long it took for you to make them, like that is clearly some stellar performance, being able to make that in just a short amount of time and see how the success of it has paid off for you in like the short amount of time you've attended here as well. I'm just going to list off some of the things that have happened since then. So combined, parts 1 and 2 have more than 5K plays on Spotify, and your Instagram has, I believe, almost 4K followers because people will be following you like to see more sleaze content. And then also on Instagram, I was recently recommended an account called Slut for Sleaze. I literally looked at the hard thing one time and I was like, oh, Slut for Sleaze, you may know them, you should follow them. But like I checked out the account and it has like basically all the sleaze photos and videos people have taken. And there's gonna be more over time for sure. And then moving to Snapchat. I remember you posting on your Snap story that with the number of people who you have added or have added you from Wayne State, it takes like a minute and a half to scroll through all of them, which is insane to me, like how you have that many people as well. And then you of course had the live performance at the MCA event this past January, and supposedly a planned second performance as well. So that is surely a huge amount of success, but it can't be argued that this only happened because of the way that you marketed the song in the first place. So what I want to know is that, what was your advertising strategy with the song and how did you make it so widespread?
Man, look, because I don't pay for nothing. I'm broke. And so, like, I knew that, so what ended up happening is, like, real deal, there's the Wayne State stories, right?
Yeah.
And then this is going to go on Wayne State 26. And so you can actually leave the stories and go into other ones. Mm-hmm. And so I went through all of them and just because so I know I'm really like super social myself. When I came here, I was like, I'm not finna know anybody here. Nobody from Saginaw comes here. Like, we can't afford it. Yeah. And so I'm not finna know anybody here. And so like I literally just went and pressed add every single person. This is before the music, like, well, I did music beforehand, but this is before I even thought promoting music, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so I'm like, and what I do is whenever I ask somebody from Wayne State, there's a WSU next to their name. And so everybody that's so affiliated with Wayne State is just straight up WSU. And there's some other indicators and that as well that some other people have found out about. But if you have WSU next to your name. And so what I did was once I added everybody, I was like, shit, once I made the song about Wayne State, because what happened was, I didn't even think it was that hard. And one of my friends, I recorded, I was like, bro, I'm up here fooling, I just made this song. And I think her name Naya, I think it was Naya. And I was like, bro, I just made this song. She was like, that's hard, we need to put this out now. And at first, I'm like, I didn't even think it was all that hard. But the same night I made the song, I'm like, nah, we gotta go get this picture immediately, ASAP No Rocky. And so
you mean like the cover art of the single? Yeah, that one's fire.
Yeah. Shorty did her thing with the camera. I love how the little purple up and whatever that is.
Yeah, the color scheme is something I really noted too, like the blend of the gold and green and purple. Mm-hmm. I feel like it really complemented everything.
Yeah. So when that happened, I was like, okay. So we got the album cover out. I worked through United Masters. It was like 10 days. I posted a snippet. Everybody's like, well, I need this right now. I'm like, oh shit, okay. Okay, I didn't think it was gonna get traction like that. Like, you know, me personally, like I said, come from Sac, you know, where people hate on you. Like, you don't get traction for nothing. You just get shot down. And so I'm like, okay, I'm finna, you know, put this out. This is finna go out. I'm finna see what they think. And I didn't think it was gonna get that big. I had people randomly walking up to me. Are you G-Sleaze? And it's the funniest thing ever because in my head, I'm like, this cannot be real. Like, people ask me for like autographs and pictures all the time. Like, I'm like, I'm not a celebrity.
So yeah, you're definitely getting a lot of the attention from that song.
I think it's funny. I think it's hilarious. It's very hilarious.
For sure. And so, like you're saying right now, people really like Wayne State Parts 1, and I'm sure Part 2 as well. Like, I remember people saying, like, this was hilarious. And I think this can be owed to, like, 3 major things, which is basically the backbone of like, any good song. Good production value, especially with your more advanced skills using tools like GarageBand and, like, the Blue Yeti microphone that we got in front of me right now. You have memorable lyrics, things like,
Boy, your mama look like your daddy with her mustache.
so like people can remember the rhymes and like what you're saying. Like even if it doesn't make sense, it's still very catchy and memorable. And then you have the emotional resonance. People have had these complaints about this school and you were able to put them into 2 separate songs. And it was funny because many can and still relate to them. But these things are constantly changing, and not only are you becoming more skilled in music, but what would have been a complaint last semester is not so much anymore over time, like the campus daily screeners, for example. So do you think people will eventually lose interest in the songs, or have you had any doubts about them up to now?
I mean, if you look at like the drop off from Wayne State Part 1 to 2, I think people like lose interest. Like it's a cool gimmick at first, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm still gonna make music, you know, no matter what. Is there a Wayne State 3 coming? I feel like that's a question coming up too. Yes, probably. Just for the nostalgia, just because people, where's Wayne State 3? It'll probably be the last one because it'll only be able to. The way my music release, I only do it like once a month, and so I already released the album this week.
Not a celebrity yet.
Not a celebrity yet. There was something else. Oh yeah, stuff changing. Yeah. Can I cuss?
I mean, maybe if you censor it, I don't know. That's up to you, bro.
Okay, I'm gonna leave it alone a little bit, but forget that daily screener. I'm so glad.
Oh wait, hold on. You meant on the interview?
Yeah.
I thought you meant on the single. No, you can cuss freely.
Oh man, fuck the daily screener. Fuck the daily screener. That shit was horrendous. Like, bro, I swear to God, like, I already have to show my 1 card, and I got to do the screener. I'm just trying to get to the crib and get my homework and go back to class.
Yeah, this is so annoying to deal with every day, filling out that form.
The daily screener is gone. The coaches for the football team. The football team got a lot of talent.
Yeah.
You can see that. You can see that there's a lot of talent, and that some of them belong in NFL for real. The coach from last year,
Not it.
bro got fired for a reason, right? So, like, I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, we got a lot of talent. We got a lot of great players and pieces. We just need somebody to put it together. So now we got new coaches, right? So this year we looking forward to what the football team can do. And I, shout out the football team because I got mad belief in y'all. Y'all, warrior strong. So yeah,
For sure, keeping up that spirit, for real. We've, of course, talked about the artist G-Sleaze and the joke rap singles you've made, but overall, there's a lot more going on in your life besides that, at least based on information that you've made publicly available. Of course, you're a student here, Orgo Chem, I believe. You make other music, including the recent release of Not a Celebrity Yet, which now has more than 20K plays across all platforms.
Oh, wait, now that doesn't have 20K plays, but all my music all together has 20K
Oh,
plays. Sorry,
I misinterpreted that
no,
snap.
No. Yeah, I'm not that. Not a celebrity yet.
And then, like, with the conversation that we've had now, we're interviewing right now, you're a very outgoing person. Mm-hmm. So you have a lot of people that you hang out with at Wayne and even shout them out as well, like in your songs and just now with the football team. Mm-hmm. And though you say in your songs, like,
Don't take this too serious.
your album shows that you can step into the fray of more serious work. So with all these components, what does the future hold for you and for G-Sleaze?
So I'll tell you the biggest thing it holds is my educational success and getting this degree, because that comes first. Education first is one of the most important things. That's for Shamar, that's for Gavin. And for G-Sleaze, I just, I don't take it too serious. And so I just love to go in the studio and on like one of the days, like especially like when the gym closed. That's really when I really get in the studio. Because I'm in the gym every day playing basketball, trying to be better so I don't shoot 2 air balls in tryouts next year. Like I did this year. Like I didn't just shoot 1 air ball from Wayne State run, shot an air ball in that bitch. I'm not athletic. I really went to the tryouts and I shot air balls. And I'm so I am so ashamed because I can really shoot for real. Like even my friends from the basketball team can tell me like they know they're like, Mark can shoot. They call me Mark for short. They're the only one that call me that. Nobody else call me Mark.
All right.
But like, no, my friend Ray, he was like, bro, you can shoot. You can shoot for real. And Kenny too. And so, but yeah, no. So I'm in the gym every day trying to fix my hooping style. And so I'm not that good. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm in intramurals. That's one of the things I do on Mondays. I love that. So that's what the future holds for me. Some more intramurals. Gonna try out next year. Losing some weight. Ever since I've been at Wayne State, I love that we have the free gym. I lost 40 pounds since the beginning of the semester. So that's a big thing. Last year I was 275 pounds. The beginning of the semester I was about 245. Now I'm like 212. So,
God damn.
So we going crazy.
Huge W, bro.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
I can't do it. There we go. But no, huge dub. And so that's that. And then for G-Sleaze, I know I'm just gonna keep having fun with it. And people are asking me to do these shows. Like I had this Turtle King thing, but like I didn't want to like ruin the advisor, right? And the advisor was like, yeah, try not to cuss so much. And I'm like, kind of speak freely, like it's not like I can really censor Wayne State 1. I could, but it's not gonna have the same effect. You know what I'm saying? Or censor Wayne State 2. Let me give you some insight too about Wayne State 2. When I did my performance, I did not remember the lyrics. I'm standing up there looking for help, like, cause it's so fast and like I don't know, like Wayne State 1 was like really my speed. Wayne State 2 was like, let's change it up, let's do something different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, so I didn't remember my lyrics. But then, I have this other album that I'm thinking about coming out with. It's probably gonna be after Wayne State 3, because I think the next project gonna be Wayne State 3. This album that I'm thinking about is called Shang Tsung. Like if anybody knows who Shang Tsung is, he's a Mortal Kombat character who's known for shape-shifting and stealing other players' abilities. And so like if you want to turn to Scorpion, turn to Scorpion. And so that project is gonna be me stealing other Detroit rappers or other rappers' flows and over their types of beats, and it's gonna be like this flow, this flow, this flow, this flow. And then so I'm just gonna make a whole album of just stealing other people's shit. Like on some Ice Cube shit.
Yeah, that's actually pretty creative. So I'm just gonna ask you up front. Can you confirm Wayne State Part 3 right now?
Wayne State Part 3 is 90% coming. 90%. I already had like one version written like quickly, but like I'm just waiting for something real ghetto to happen. And like it was gonna come real quickly after the parking garage caught on fire, because I was here and I ain't gonna lie, I was stressing because like my car was on the 3rd floor, about 10 cars away, and I'm broke. So I drive a 2016 Subaru, bro, and like I got that on some accidental shit, like $4,000 for a 2016 Subaru. Got it for 99,000 miles with some dents inside. It's nice stuff on the inside. You get the inside, it's nice. Mm-hmm. And so I'm like, if my car is on fire, I'm suing everybody. Somebody got to die.
No, because it's really weird. They haven't revealed any information about it. Like they send you out announcements for like someone was missing recently and all these building closures, but a fire.
Yeah,
gonna keep it on the low key.
Someone missing, you just made me think I gotta put that in the notes because I know who that is. They live in my building. I can tell you probably what happened, but So
gotta keep it on the low key.
Keep it on the low key because I ain't gonna lie, everybody business say my business. But so when that happened, I was like, man, my car is through. And not only have they not told anybody anything, because they be on some shady stuff here sometimes. Like, I love it. It's the right amount of ghetto for me. But like they ain't told nobody, they ain't fixed nothing. Like that's the part of the structure too, is still like unparkable. And I be having to park floors higher up because of that. And I used to park right there. Like, you know, my car would have been right there. Luckily it wasn't. But like, I used to park right there, and that used to just work out for me so well because that part being open would make it so that everybody could park, you know, just on the third level. But now it's filled up. And so they didn't fix the lights. They didn't fix the elevator. They still just got a random ass light, construction light just sitting there, and it's all pitch black. It's all like you know when the smoke come out and it's just all black and everything. It's still black, like it's disgusting. Like I bet you the glass probably stood there. They ain't done nothing. Like, come on now, y'all can do better.
They can. They really can. This last question is, I'm sure, one that people could really use. Like, putting out your work in front of an audience as big as, not even just this story, but like more than 5K people and like all the people that are on those other stories that you joined as well, is a courageous feat. And that effort has really paid off. You have a lot of clout that surrounds you now. But before all of this, you probably couldn't have predicted the response and like how it would turn out. Was it a struggle to put out Wayne State at first, and what advice would you give for others who have art and they're struggling to put it out as well?
You know, for me, let me tell you the thing. Like, was it a struggle to put out Wayne State? No. At this point, me making music, if you've heard the other albums, there's no reason why them should be out. But I don't care because I'm goofy, and so like those other albums, like before Wayne State, were really goofy, except for one, Soul of Solitude. I took that a little bit more serious. That was some things that was on my heart, on my mind, for real. Like some of those songs, like had some stuff that really, really resonated with me, and so I was like, okay, yeah, this is some stuff I gotta put out. Like Money Friends, that's a real song. Like Seasonal Depression. That was real. That was real. You know, this year I'm not going through it as much, and like I'm so happy, so much happier this year. I'm thriving this year, I'm not gonna lie. But putting out that music, like, you know, it's best to do it when you're just having fun with it. Like, one, is free. Like, it's free. Like, if you end up getting some money, why not? If somebody say you suck, who cares? Like, do you even make music?
Exactly,
like,
bro.
Like, do you even know how to, like, I bet if you got on this mic, like, not you, but you know what I'm saying, somebody theoretical person that's talking down on you, you get on this mic, you gonna sound like bootleg booty hole. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't gonna know what the hell you saying. Like, so, like, you know, I ain't never really thought about what people think of me. That's one of the big part about me. I think a lot of people think really introspectively and be like, man, what did they think about me? Like, I don't care. Let me tell you something. I really release music so I can get it on Spotify and listen to it myself. That's the whole reason why I release music, because I think it's so funny. I think it's so funny, like, listening to me, because who relates to you more to you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, like, some of the stuff I just be saying because it's hilarious, and it just makes my day hearing about like stuff that I've done before. And so like, I don't know, it's just funny. So like, yeah, no, if you're an artist, bro, just do what it do, bro. Like, if you want to put out some music, don't be scared. Just put the music out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even if it sucks, who the fuck cares? You know what I'm saying? Like, if it sucks, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Just get better. Like, my first album, Exotic Tang. I was just shaking on my head. Like, I went back and listened to it. Like, Wayne State one beat is on Exotic Tank under a song called Gun Titles. And I went back and listened to that song, and I was like, okay, the lyrics aren't too bad. They're bad. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, I wanted to remake the song, and I was like, it's a better quality because I have better equipment. I have the Blue Yeti now, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, it's not the best mic, but it's good for the budget for sure. It's fire. Like, I love that thing. It has all the modes on it and everything. So like, you know, if there's a huge improvement. And so like, if you want to make music, bro, you just start off, and if it sucks, it gets better. If you want to learn. But if you know, sometimes you have to listen to people with the real constructive criticism too. You have to search for constructive criticism.
Yeah, you can't just take it all as like, oh, they're hating on me. They don't like my shit.
Yeah, some people will just hate on you to like just make sure you keep that negative energy from around you. Some people be like, that shit sucked. You should never make music ever again. Like, why would you want that person around you? Why do you want the approval of that person?
Yeah, exactly.
They just out to, you know, to hurt somebody's feelings because somebody probably hurt their feelings.
Yeah.
But like, if you get them people that's like, hey, I wish you could do this. I wish you could do this. If you did this, it'd be so much better. That's the people you listen to. And the people that support you, of course, you gotta love them too, you know?
Yeah. That is the end of my questions. Thank you so much for joining today, G-Sleaze. It really means a lot that you could be here today. And, you know, kind of like I said last week with the Wednesday guy, wherever the road takes you, we hope that it's a bright one up ahead.
Hey, man, I appreciate it. You too.
Huge thanks to Shamar for the interview. I really enjoyed talking with him about his work, and if you see him, consider showing him some love. I guess it's to be expected that the Wayne State songs couldn't go on forever, but they couldn't have come at a more appropriate time. As we were settling into the surroundings and found things to complain of, they brought those complaints to everyone's attention. Through his personality and his ability to market to a large audience, Shamar has shown us that anyone can contribute quality work and learn from it should they approach it with the right mentality. And hopefully, we can expect to see more exciting work from him in the future. Until next time, I'm Andrew Rassam, and G-Sleaze is the story at Wayne.